Last week, we brought you a story that sent shockwaves through our social media.
That's right, a Sullivan County vehicular homicide case that ended with a sentence of 8 years probation, no jail time.
There was no justice served, none. Even if there was 2 days served, a day, half a day. This is ridiculous.
Words from the daughter of Dwight Sluter, killed in that Blunteville DUI crash more than a year and a half ago as he sat at an intersection just waiting to drive forward. News Channel 11's Kylie McGivern followed the case for weeks and tonight brings us the details of a bill addressing probation eligibility that could change everything. Kylie?
Josh, that particular case really served as a jumping off point for a bigger question. Just because the judge acted within the law, does that make the law right? It turns out that some state lawmakers are asking that question. A bill is making its way through the General Assembly that calls for a mandatory minimum sentence before someone convicted of vehicular homicide or vehicular assault is eligible for probation.
Sometimes I just light it for just a few minutes of remembrance and hope for the victims of drunk driving crashes.
Linda Rothwell knows many of them, having played an integral role in Mothers Against Drunk Driving both locally and nationally for the past 21 years.
I don't think that we will ever come to the point where the punishment will fit the crime of drugs and drinking and driving and killing someone.
That said, it never has, and she says never will stop her from trying.
When you look at it and you're sitting here and you're thinking, as the families do in court often, they're saying, I can't believe that this is happening, that they killed my loved one, and now they're not going to give them anything. They get a slap on the wrist, and that's all. But yet, if they just get caught out here on the road, then they lose their license and they have to go to jail and they have to pay a fine and they have to do all of this. Is it fair? No, it's not fair. It's not right.
But that could soon change. Here's how a new bill making its way through the General Assembly breaks down. For a first violation, the mandatory minimum sentence would be 48 consecutive hours of incarceration. From there, the time period of incarceration would go up based on the number of prior convictions a person has for an alcohol-related offense. State Representative from Jonesboro, Micah Van Huss, says he was happy to support the bill in the Criminal Justice Committee he vice chairs.
You know, if someone disregards the safety of those around them by choosing to drive while intoxicated, then they absolutely need to be incarcerated.
Rothwell applauds the push for change, but says it's just a beginning.
48 consecutive hours of incarceration. Is that enough for a first-time offense? It is a definite start on something that can be better.